Hello, writers. RJ Tessman here with more tips for your writing life. Today I want to talk a little bit about writing through the seasons. These are not the seasons of summer, spring, fall, but these are the seasons of life. The things that life often leaves us with or presents us with that become a defining part of our life journey. During those particular seasons, we can write like never before because we're experiencing what's happening, the whole write what you know thing. I started out writing for the seasons as a woman who was going through infertility and miscarriage. In fact, my first article was published when I described miscarriage, and that kind of got me on the path of publishing. So that was a painful and difficult journey. And then the next season actually became a season of parenting after my son was born. And parenting him through being a toddler, through elementary school, teenager, and then finally a young adult. And during each of those particular seasons, I wrote articles and stories and sold them because I knew what I was talking about, because that was a season I was living through. Another season involved my mom and her Alzheimer's diagnosis. And so during that time, I wrote several books and articles about Alzheimer's, books to help caregivers. So holiday tips for caregivers came out one Christmas, obviously, Christmas. And then essays that I wrote from the caregiver standpoint. Sometimes they forget. These books have been sold and resold to help people going through that particular season. What I like about writing through the seasons is the numbers of people that we can help with our words. Then another season happened as I became a single mom, and so I wrote a book of devotions for single moms, just for today, Hope for Single Moms. And this book continues to sell and to help women who are going through that particular season. I was also a writing coach at a nonprofit that helped women who were dealing with all kinds of issues in their lives. And so then I wrote The Invisible Women of Genesis, as I discovered through a Bible study the numbers of women whose names were not mentioned, stories were not mentioned in the book of Genesis, and how they had become invisible, and I wanted to bring them to life. And then as I started teaching more and more workshops, I decided to use my content that I was teaching and make them into booklets to help other writers. So Finding Your Writing Plan became a workshop and also became a booklet. Still selling out there to different writers. Now that I'm in the demographic labeled seniors, I have written another devotional book, and this one is called Day by Day, Hope for Senior Wisdom. So these are daily meditations for people who are in the demographic, in the season of being a senior. So that's just an example of my life and my writing and some of the seasons that I have traveled through. So my question to you is, what season are you currently in? And what can you write to express how you're making it through that season that can give some value to a reader? So get busy and write about the season that you're currently in, because your words matter.